Yo, what is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Dream. Yeah. Gonna do some React content first. Pretty cool. Pretty epic. Epico. Yikes. Yay. Just need to get my game up. Pause. I'll be gaming. Why is this out of focus? Stop being out of focus, buddy. Oh. It's actually just out of focus. Unbelievable. Working. Now you have Jesus. Close that. Go. Be back. You're back in business. Alright, anyway. React moment! The people. What are we going to be reactioning today? What am I reactioning? That good. There's a critical video we could watch. Voice critical. The man. The Penguin Zero. Penguin Zo. The man. Oh, we could reaction. Yes, good idea. Alright. Huge YouTubers are quitting. Here we go.
Join me on a little adventure for a moment, because I'd like to talk about dreams. Not as like a psychologist or anything. I'm not about to hold up Rorschachs and ask you what you see in the ink blots and try and tie it to like some trauma from when your high school bully put your head in the toilet and flushed it. I want to talk about dream jobs specifically.
What?
Because 20 years ago, if you asked a child what their dream job is, you'd probably get some silly things like a professional ice cream tester, getting paid to try different ice cream flavors.
Professional ice
if you
cream
ask
tester.
Pretty much any kid
That's a
in the
new one.
world
I haven't
what their
heard that
dream
one
job
before.
is, all of them will probably give you the same answer. YouTuber. Or
Yup!
more broadly,
So
online
true.
content creator, so streamer, YouTuber, things like
So
that.
true.
And it's a dream job for more than just children, obviously. There are people of all ages that very much want some kind of online presence as a career, and it's just become a very sought-after occupation. There are more people hunting after an online career than there were assassins hunting after John Wick. And
Actually, so true, man. So true. And you know, this place is a hard place to like get into, you know. It's a pretty hard place to actually get into content creation because like not a lot of people make it. Even to the level where I am. Not a lot of people can make it to where I am right now. Okay? And where I am, it isn't really that big, okay? I'm not really that big. But, I mean, there's only a couple handful people saying they can live stream on 2 different platforms at the same exact time. They could literally react to videos live on stream. And not only that, they can also, what else do I do? Oh yeah, possess 1,000 subs. Like, not a lot of people could do that, you know? Not a lot of people are in that position. So, I mean, it's kind of difficult. And listen, alright? There was this dude who I used to talk to, right? He actually came to a few of my streams, right? He was in streams. Looking back, he was kind of annoying back then, but I mean, now I was like, you know, even back then, I kind of like treated I didn't know how to treat an audience, right? So obviously now I have more experience. I know what I'm doing, right? So yeah, this dude comes into my chat and says, "Hey man, I have 200 followers on Twitch, man." I was like, "Yo, congratulations, man." Then he tells me right afterwards, "Bro, they're all bots." They're all bots. That's what he tells me. So, like, I don't know, it's like people they how do I say this? They really want to fake it till they make it, you know? And like that's not even like the first person who's tried to fake it, all right? I know many people, bro. I know people who like I know people who know very big YouTubers, all right? Not a lot of people are in this position, all right? Like I know Wish, he knows Beijing Canadian, all right? He's made a collaboration with him as well. Pretty cool, pretty epic. I know people like that, you know? Like back that's kind of what that's kind of going back to what I said previously about like people like it's lucky to be in the position that I am, and not a lot of people could go and be here and really survive. Not a lot of people could maintain an audience though, I'll be honest. I don't know what I first originally started saying, but I mean I guess I just started like rambling as always. Alright, anyway.
The reason I mention this is because there's recently been a rise in the frequency of large content creators expressing burnout, as well as just being completely miserable.
Bro, I am so burnt out, honestly. Like, I don't know, man. The clout demon, the clout demon inside of me wants to continue. Like, I want to keep making content and streams, but honestly, I'm very burnt out, man. I'll be honest, man. Like, I enjoy what I'm doing, but it's like, I don't... What I previously used to do, I used to play, like, Fortnite, Minecraft. I still occasionally play Roblox. I play Roblox on stream sometimes, you know, just to have some fun. But nowadays, I just do what I like to do, man, honestly. I just don't... The problem is with me, right? What happened is that I kept doing things for the views, right? Like, I did the Minecraft shit for the views. I do the Fortnite shit for the views. The problem with me is that I did everything for the views. Everything for the clout, you know? I didn't think about what I wanted to do, you know? So, now I'm in this position where, you know, I look at the stream. I was like, man, I really want to stream. What do I stream? Look at my Steam library. CSGO. I mean, people like CSGO, but not my audience. So that's off the charts. Valorant. I don't feel like playing it. Minecraft. I'm kind of bored of it. I've been playing it for like more than 10 years already. Okay, what's next? Fortnite? Nah, that's boring, dude. Fortnite is boring. I don't want to play it. And also the people... I don't want to deal with small children playing Fortnite right now, so nah, that's off the list, you know. And in a way, I'll be honest, reaction content has definitely opened up a new pathway for me, because really, I could just like play games in the background, like whatever games that I want to play in the background while I watch a video and give my commentary on it, you know. It's so freeing, man. It's so huge. You know, like it's kind of freeing, honestly, because y'all are here for my opinion on the video. You know, I could have any gameplay in the background. I could play any game, and well, it would still be the same good content, I guess. Anyway, let's continue. But like, TLDR, I'm already burnt out.
By the content creation grind, needing to take long breaks, or just outright announcing that they're quitting altogether. In fact, that's what we're talking about today. That's the subject that I want to go over, because Tfue just made...
I don't know. I don't think I can ever quit. I'll be honest. I don't think I can ever quit. I really like the work. Especially, I like the streaming, you know? I like the streaming aspect of content creation. I don't like the editing. I don't really like the recording part as well, because now, I'll tell you, I just do the recording on stream, alright? I think it's way better to record videos on stream, because I could literally just have... I could do it in one take. I could do it live. I have a live audience of people watching me, man. you know? And it's way better than just talking to a wall. I mean, technically, yeah, I'm still talking to a wall right now, but it's better than... Like, having a live audience is better than just having absolutely no one to talk to, you know what I mean? So yeah, I guess that's that.
Made a very heartfelt video saying goodbye to his audience, talking about how all the decade-plus long grind he's been embarked on has kind of made him feel like his life is slipped away from him. He doesn't regret any of his choices, but he recognized that he spent the majority of his life just behind a computer screen and wants to really finally feel free to live the life that he feels will be the happiest.
I respect it.
So he made this video, which is kind of like the ending.
Although, like, listen, you don't have to completely quit. You could just take a break, or... I mean, really, you could keep doing what I'm doing, basically. Like, I have a social life outside of live streaming and content creation. I have a social life. People tell me, like, whenever they see my videos, right? Like, hey, yo, man, you should take a step outside. I am. I have people to interact with. I have people, you know? The people are there. I'm good. Like, bro. I don't need... I'm doing real good right now. I'll be honest. I'm doing real good. So, like, you don't have to completely quit, you know? You don't need to completely quit. You could just, like, really just take a step back and then just have a healthy balance between content creation and all that. You just have a healthy balance of things, you know? Maintain a healthy balance, and this is very maintainable.
Credits to like a franchise finale where it just goes over the, you know, best of moments throughout his life online. And he says that he's kind of just hanging up his hat. He's retiring the jersey number. He's stepping away from streaming and making content. If he doesn't know how long, he says he'll likely be back at some point, but it won't be for a long time. Again, if he ever does come back at all. And this isn't the first big content creator to say something like this, and just within the last week. PewDiePie also recently made an announcement about how he finally feels free from the content grind now that he lives in Japan. He's got his baby.
Oh, nice.
Like, there are a lot of examples of this over the last year alone of huge content creators that are just kind of ready to move on from making content online. And I wanted to go over why. Because, again, this is a dream job for so many people. And this is something I've always said, and I'll once again scream it from the mountaintops here. Being a YouTuber or a streamer is the luckiest position you can ever have.
So true.
And in most cases is
I agree with
legitimately
that.
easier than 9-to-5 jobs outside of the internet or other positions that exist outside of the internet. When you are an online creator, for the most part, you get to choose your own hours. It's very flexible on what content you're making or what you really want your online footprint to be. You are in control for the most part, which is a luxury most people, 99% of people in the world, don't get to experience. So how could there even come a time where someone's just like really tired of it or made miserable by it? And I kind of just want to look at that. Because it's not like these creators are geriatric now. It's not like they spent 40 years in the industry and they're just finally ready to just say, you know, kapui, I'm done here. Like, these are still young people. Tifu's 25 years old. He has been online for over a decade, though. PewDiePie is in his early 30s, and he's been online for over a decade as well. So they have been in the industries for, I mean, pretty much since the infancy of this whole space. But they're not, like, super old. So how does it get to the point where they're just really that done with it at such a young age? That's what I kind of want to explore here. So, in Tifu's video, it's a very honest and open look at what his content creation journey felt like, where he was streaming all the time, making videos all the time, and he felt trapped by it. Now, he does mention something that many people aren't going to sympathize too hard with, and I understand why. He mentions that having to stream 6 to 8 hours a day every day was brutal and draining.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. I stream like one quarter of that, bro. And it's already tiring for me. Like, I can barely stream more than like 2 hours, bro. I'll be honest. I can barely stream more than 2 hours. You know, I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to stream more than like 4 hours. Just gets to be very draining. You know, it's better if I just do like 2 streams at a time, or like not 2 streams at a time. You know, you get what I mean. 2 hours of streams. Fine. Where do I need to go? Oh, over there. Cool. But yeah, basically, I'd it's very draining, man. It's like, oh, you get to play video games for a living, man. It's amazing. I don't play video games for a living, but like, listen, I can't not do this full time. I'll be honest. I'm just doing it as a hobby. I'm just chilling, you know. I don't make any money off of this, okay? I have 6 subscribers on Kick who pay monthly. You know, that's basically it. Not a lot of money, you know. And I still have like the exclamation mark tip. I have the donos open, you know. But like, rarely get donos as well. Maybe because it's not on the screen in your face, you know. But like, at the end of the day, where I am right now, this is free entertainment, you know. I don't depend on this to live. Like, I'm still like studying. I'm in school. I'm doing my studies. Not right now, because that shit's over. Whoo, summer vacation, boys. But like, you get it. I don't have to rely on streaming. Money. But like, I don't know what I'm gonna do later, bro. I'll be honest. I have no idea. Hopefully this, honestly.
We'll recognize that that's kind of just normal 9 to 5 job hours. Like, that's less than 9 to 5 job hours, and most people don't have a job that they love, or a job that's fun, like playing video games, and they're certainly not making millions of dollars playing video games for this 6 to 8 hour period, right? So it's something that a lot of people kind of roll their eyes at, and I do get it. Because, again, it is a dream position. However, it doesn't, like, nullify his feelings on it being forced to play basically 1 or 2 games, or basically just one type of game forever, otherwise
Bro, that sucks. I'll be honest, man. I as a small streamer, right? I'm a small streamer, obviously. But, like, I got most of my viewers, the people, from Minecraft and Fortnite. And that's it. That's 2 games. 2 games. Yeah, there's a sub game inside of Minecraft. Hypixel Skyblock. There's kind of 3 games that I need to play. Technically 2. Because Hypixel Skyblock is still a part of Minecraft at the end of the day. So that's 2 games that I could play. These 2 are at once. So, 2 games I could play, okay? Minecraft or Fortnite, man. And it's so bad. Like, I don't want to play either, man. I want to go and just go away, man. I want to, like, not do that. You know what I mean? I want to do completely different things. I don't want this. Like, I don't want to keep playing the same 2 games over and over and over again. If that were to happen, I would literally go insane. I would actually go insane if I had to play the same 2 games over and over and over again. Just imagine if I went full time and I had to play 2 games. Wake up, play the game, go to sleep, wake up, play game, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep, wake up, play game, go to sleep, wake up, play game, go to sleep. It's so repetitive. It's literally, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's so mentally draining, bro. And I don't stream that much Minecraft anymore. I don't want to, you know. Or I mean, I still somewhat tolerate Fortnite, right? Because I could just literally just chill and call with like Memer, who's suffering with me throughout the entire process. Because listen, both of us are frustrated at the game. I'll be honest, both of us are. Like, it's just not just me. It's like, I text them, bro, look at this dumb change they did, and I'm like, oh, he's like, oh my god, bro, that is a terrible change. We're both frustrated, okay? Minecraft is, I mean, I guess he's alright with Minecraft, but I mean, I've played it since like 2013. I'm pretty sure he has as well. Known him for that long. I guess, I don't know, we've both played these games for so long. Roblox is kind of a breath of fresh air, kind of. Because we just started making content for that, you know? Just started making Roblox content. Not like ultra kid friendly. I hate that. Like, I hate the ultra kid friendly Roblox content, man. It drives me nuts. I don't want to do that at all. I'd rather I don't know, bro. But like, yeah, that does definitely feel like a breath of fresh air, you know what I mean? But like, it's so repetitive to play the same game over and over and over again, bro. You guys don't get it. If you guys were in my position, like, you would want to quit after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you would want to quit. Guaranteed.
Viewers drop off, being forced to never really take a break because then you lose so many subs.
Yep.
Like, it is still a draining thing for sure in a different way. You kind of become a prisoner of consistency, or else you risk taking a big hit to your income for the month. So it is a mentally damaging thing to feel forced to do shit you don't want to do for a long period of time.
So true.
So
true, dude.
Relate to. Let me give you a quick example. I stream daily, and I've streamed daily for the last 6 or so years. However, 2 months ago, I had to take 4 days off. Well, it's not like I had to take it. It wasn't like a fucking government-mandated vacation or anything. I usually will only take, like, maybe 1 day a month if something came up and it was too late to stream. So, very rarely will you see me not online for 4 days in a row. That's apocalyptic vacation time for Charles there. That's that shit where the audience got concerned and like, damn, we might need a search and rescue team. Like, Charles might be in trouble here. This could be a message, a deeper message. So I had 4 days where I didn't stream in a row because a lot had came up and I just really wasn't able to. And when I did come back, I lost 8,000 subscribers. 8,000 subscribers out of the I think it was 26,000 subs I had at the time, just vanished in an instant because I took 4 days off from streaming, and I still haven't gotten them back. It's not like they all just came back once I was online again.
Yep.
Now, this isn't some complaint
so
or
true.
pity party here, because I recognize how unbelievably lucky I am to be in the position that I am. I am one of the luckiest people in the world to be able to do what I do. So this happening wasn't like some kind of shock or something that made me upset or anything like that. This was something I absolutely knew was coming after 4 days off because I'd seen it happen to so many other large creators. This was one of the main motivators behind Ludwig's subathon, if I remember correctly. He took like a week-long vacation and lost like 10,000 subs and kind of panicked to try and get them back and did the subathon. I remember Tyler 1 made a quick statement on stream after a short time off where he's like, man, I lost 15,000 subscribers. And this is just something that happens if you're not there.
That's a lot of money, by the way.
Basically on streaming.
That's so much money.
Since the online audience is always frothing at the mouth for content, they'll find other streamers elsewhere to fill that void because it's such a competitive space. Maybe they come back, maybe they don't. And maybe they do come back, but they don't have a Twitch Prime, right? Like, there's just so many things at play that do ultimately have a big impact on the person's income when they're a streamer. Which is why you very rarely see streamers take a long vacation, or even if they do take a vacation, they still stream during it. Because it's kind of scary not to, because even just taking 1 day off can result in a drastic decline overnight, basically.
Yep.
So, for Tfue to talk about this, like, I understand...
But it's I don't know, I think big streamers can definitely bounce back from a vacation. But small streamers... Bro, if you take like a week off, you're dead. Like, you're literally dead. Not even kidding. You're like gone. No one remembers who you are. That kind of happened with me, I guess. You know, I had to take about a month off. Something like that. I did take like a month off when I had my exams and stuff, you know. Before that, I was very, very consistent with Fortnite content. I was very, very consistent. I streamed like every week, Friday and Saturday. I was very, extremely consistent, chat. And like, I came back, streamed Fortnite. You know, yesterday, bro, I literally started streaming Fortnite yesterday. Because like 2 days ago, right? My stream crashed. And what happened was, I basically restarted stream. After my stream crashed, instantly gained like double the amount of viewers that I had. Because I had like 2 viewers, and then I got like 4 in total when I started streaming again. Like 2 out of the 4 people wanted me to go play Fortnite again, bro. So I was like, you know what? Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna play some Fortnite. Okay, I'm gonna do some Fortnite playing with viewers. You know what I mean? How I used to do. I start stream and I get 1 viewer, dude. Not complaining, but like, I am complaining. Yeah. But like, it's like you guys wanted this, right? You guys are the people who wanted it. Now I'm doing it. Where are y'all at now? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. But like with small streamers, it's very easy to forget about them, you know? Because all the bigger people exist. You know, why should you care about this small dude? Why should you care about this random person? You know what I mean? Why should you care about this guy? Who's like 10,000 times smaller than this other guy who is very entertaining. Why should you care? Just forget about it. Forget about him, you know? Yeah, big streamers could definitely bounce back from that. But small streamers, I mean, I guess I don't know, man. More difficult.
And the perspective where if he wasn't streaming every single day, and I know he had a Twitch contract, so he also had minimum hour guaranteed that he had to hit, which I imagine was probably like 160 or maybe 180 hours would be my guess, but I'm just speculating. If he's not doing that every single day, it's hard to make up those hours, and it's also hard to hold on to his audience and that subscriber base. So it could absolutely be a really mentally shitty thing to go through. So I understand why that would be frustrating and make him feel like, you know, he can't really set aside time to do other things that he wants to do outside of streaming. And in the video, he said something that I think is a really interesting look at how the perspective shifts once someone reaches that level and is kind of trapped doing the same stuff. He said that in the beginning, gaming was an escape from reality, but now reality is an escape from gaming for him. Because it's
so
now just become
true,
something that
dude.
he is completely obligated to do and isn't finding enough joy in anymore to make it feel like he's spending his time in a good way that makes him happy. Now, he's in a very fortunate position where he has generational wealth. He has oodles of plans,
100%.
millions upon millions of dollars that he can use to live his life to the absolute fullest and do the most thrilling shit imaginable if he chooses to off the internet. And I think he recognizes how lucky he is, because there's countless people that would love to just leave their 9 to 5 to be able to explore what makes them happiest, and that's fundamentally what Tifu's doing. He's just in a
Tifu is very humble.
position that he is
Very
financially secure enough to just step away from his job, his career. And this video is just letting his audience know, like, guys, I really appreciate the support, but it's time to move on to the next chapter of my life, which I think is a totally respectable thing. Now,
So
this is a
true.
question I get asked a lot, and especially more recently because of so many YouTubers doing things like Tifu is, making these announcements about very long breaks or all this burnout that they're experiencing, or just outright calling it quits. I've been getting asked if there's ever a period that I plan on stopping, you know, making videos or streaming. Because I've been making shit online since 2007, so it's been a good 16 years here. I actually started in 2006, but I've told all those stories quite a bit. I'm not just gonna give you the lore dump yet again. But, you know, I'm starting to get a little gray in the face here. So is there ever a time where I just plan on calling it quits? And my answer is always a resounding no. Me making shit online is what makes me happiest. I have
Nice.
always been doing this shit because I have fun doing it. It's never been like an obligation for me or something I feel forced to do. I've just always done it purely for the love of it. So I couldn't imagine a time where I just hate it and like get made miserable by it and need to step away or something like that. But I always understand people who do. And I think one of the main contributing factors to that I've discussed a lot is when a creator gets kind of pigeonholed into one type of content and they feel like they can't branch out from it, it leads to them getting really made miserable by it, feeling forced to keep doing one thing forever. No one wants to do the same song and dance a million times. Eventually they want to try other things, but
So true.
online,
Great.
taking that step to try other things is extremely scary because it comes with a really real risk of losing a lot of your audience or making things that they won't enjoy, or, you know, just driving people away. And that's your entire career. That's your livelihood. You can't really take chances like that for a lot of creators. So it's always a very difficult thing to do, but I think it's the most rewarding thing as well. Because there's very few people that will be content making the exact same thing that they've been making for a decade. It takes a very strong mental to keep doing the same shit forever without wanting to try other things. But again, for a lot of creators, they feel like they need to, and I think that's what really leads to a lot of that burnout and that feeling of needing to take breaks, because the endless grind monotony of just doing it all day after day, this fucking same stale routine, gets to be draining. So I really think that a
100%,
lot
dude.
of the big contributing
So
factors
true.
that make other creators burn out, I don't really have myself because I do such an incredibly large variety of content and so much different shit. Like, literally, we just started a wrestling league, our own wrestling promotion a few months ago
What?
that we're going so hog wild with. Like, we're
I'm sorry, I haven't kept up with critical lore. What? Huh? Wait, really? Wrestling League?
constantly doing new things. I'm constantly
Been
trying
kept that up.
different
I
types of
haven't kept.
content, doing all kinds of wild shit. So I just never really experienced that. Now, of course, I can't speak for like 40 years in the future here, but I just don't really envision a time where I'm going to stop having fun making things. So right now, I don't foresee a future where I just call it quits on creating content or anything like that. But again, with all of these other creators that are talking about this, I really do get it from their perspective on how it gets to that point, even with a job like YouTubing or streaming, a dream job. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to go over this whole topic here. I'm wishing Tfue the absolute best, and I hope whatever he decides to do now post content creation is something that makes him extremely happy. He deserves it. Everyone deserves to pursue what makes them happiest, and Tfue's in a lucky position that he gets to do that. So wishing him the best. And
Me too,
anyone
man.
else that's recently announced breaks or calling it quits on content creation, I hope whatever they choose to do next is something that makes them feel very happy. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. That's about it. So yeah.
That is. That's huge, man. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree a lot with what Critical said there. That video is very informative there. I got to speak as well about my experience with like burnout and stuff. So yeah, that's that. Good video. I agree. Very good. Yo, what up? Wait a minute. Yo, Death Sads, what up? Oak Theory Guy, what's up? Wait, hold up. My chat is broken! Hello? Why is my chat broken? Oh my god, bro. My chat wasn't bro. I thought no one was watching because like the chat broke. You serious, man? Oh my god, I'm gonna snap everybody's neck, bro. I'm gonna snap 5 people's necks. Why doesn't this shit work, bro? Like I literally set up. Wait, I forgot to change the. Sake, dude. Oh my god, dude. How to forget things. Unbelievable what I've just done. Holy. What else do I reaction? Who's this guy? Hmm. 10k for a sword. And I don't really have anything to comment on that, really. What can we play? Wait, did Jacksepticeye play? No way he played that. That's amazing. I want to watch that later. Here's Critical's take on the video that we just watched yesterday. I guess we could watch another Critical video. That's a good idea. Do that.
There's no shortage of awful entitled.
Wait. I probably won't record this part, but
There's no shortage of awful entitled influencers, but today I've got a real special goofball to show with all of you. His name is Icy Wyatt, and he was recently arrested for pistol whipping some guy during an incident of road rage, and now the body camera footage has just been released of the arrest, and he seems to be one of the most insufferable people I've ever seen in the content creator sphere. He's a TikTok star, a word used very loosely here. He has about 1 million followers there, but I'm pretty sure like half of that's gotta be bots or legitimate lobotomy victims. He gets no engagement and people just make fun of him there. So I don't know how that number even got so high to begin with. I assume it's just people that like shooting spitballs at him and giving him wedgies online, because that's all he seems to be used for, just this little punching bag on TikTok for them to make fun of. And he's so proud of that.
The guy got out of his car and pistol with me with a gun.
The calls continued to filter in.
Yeah, there's a guy driving around in a pink Mercedes. He almost just hit a lady with pushing a little stroller with some kids in the shopping center.
This fairy tale unfolds in the beautiful land of dreams that's near and dear to my heart, Florida. Florida's done it again with yet another banger. I'm sure you all just expected by default that this happened in Florida, and you're correct in that assumption. It did. Now, on the day of the road rage, a ton of 911 calls flooded in because there was a pink SUV that was driving recklessly, almost hitting a woman and her children, and eventually culminating with him hitting another man with the gun that he was waving around like it was some kind of fucking toy. Now, there is a video that exists showing him driving recklessly in this parking lot, though it cuts off before any of the pistol whipping stuff, but you can at least see the way that he handles his little clown mobile here. He drives like he's in GTA Online, but is also lagging. He is a shit driver. He almost wrecks, and he does almost hit someone in this video.
A video. This was after he
After he hit him?
yes. He was chasing them inside the parking lot. Like a crazy.
bro thinks he's in GTA. Not driving a Zentorno, buddy. You're driving a shitty ass car. Pink car, dude.
Good shit, Icy Wyatt. You just graduate from doofus school as valedictorian, you fucking idiot. Absolute piece of shit. Apparently, him and that truck had recently got into a bit of a tiff on the road where Icy Wyatt was accusing him of brake checking him because he recognized Icy Wyatt's car and wanted his attention. This guy is so fucking delusional that he thinks everyone in the world knows who he is because he's like the second coming of Christ. So he thought he got cut off and brake checked by that truck because it was a fan trying to get his attention. And eventually it ended up with this situation you just saw, and then it led further into Icy Wyatt pulling out a gun, threatening him, and then eventually just hitting him with the gun.
Hey,
Jesus.
Put the car in park. Let's go. Put it in park. All right. Put both your hands out the window. Put your hands out the window. Put both of your hands out the window, kid. We're not fucking with you.
I don't know who I am.
Nope.
How unlikable Wyatt
That's
is.
still funny
He
even one day
chose
later,
the
man.
one sentence that'll immediately make everyone in the world hate you. The cops are confronting him and he's like, you guys don't know who I am? I have 1 million followers on TikTok. That means I'm above the law. Put the guns down, guys. It's not a big deal. I can pistol whip whoever I want. I'm a TikTok superstar. You guys, oh, you must want autographs. Okay, I get it. Sorry. Wyatt is clearly suffering from terminal clout hunger. There is no cure. He's become delusional. He's in the final stages of it. He can no longer separate reality from fiction. He is trapped in this delusion, this fantasy land where 1 million followers on TikTok means the whole world knows who you are. He holds himself
No.
up like he's Jesus Christ.
1 mil
Because he has
isn't
1
much
million followers,
on TikTok.
and the laws don't apply to him anymore. He's achieved a level that normal mortals can't get to because he has a small TikTok audience. 1 million followers is a ton, but his actual core audience is not 1 million. Like I said,
Yep.
nobody engages with this guy unless they're throwing tomatoes at him and booing him. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where the guy in the crowd goes, "Oh, brother, this guy stinks." That's Wyatt's whole life. What's up? You come up here to make fun of Icy Wyatt too? Hmm? I know, he's pathetic. I know.
Oh my, that's crazy, man. That's good.
Wyatt denies he has a gun in his vehicle. Several witnesses allege that they saw him with one.
Where's his keys? You still got keys or Bob?
Wyatt's lecturing the police like he's the substitute teacher in a rowdy classroom. Show some respect. I'm a TikTok star. Please, have some decency. I'm above you. It is infuriating. Everything
What
Wyatt
an
says
idiot.
is like the
Am I
worst
right?
dialogue options in a video game that make you hate the fucking character you're playing as.
Yep.
He is actually finding all of the worst possible responses that would make even his biggest fans hate him. It's
So true.
so impressive. It is a speed run for the most unlikable TikTok star ever. So
Yup.
he wasn't really cooperating with the officers. They do eventually tackle him. They get him with like a fucking Goldberg spear. And it was pretty
Good.
satisfying to watch, I'm not gonna lie, because this guy's a fucking douchebag and deserved it. So I
So
think
true.
that busted up his nose a little bit, which is why you'll see him with a bloody nose. And then he apparently denied having a gun, despite so many witnesses saying he did. And he eventually just gave them permission to search the car, and they immediately found the gun. It wasn't even a difficult scavenger hunt. The Easter Bunny would be disappointed. He did not hide the eggs well here. They found the gun the second they got to the car, basically.
I have something else to say about the incident.
I don't hit nobody.
Well, they're saying.
No way,
they
this
just
guy's
grabbed
that
the gun
stupid,
and
bro.
there was somebody else.
It's like everyone.
Be a witness.
It's like everyone on TikTok is brain damage.
Was she with you?
Yes. I pulled the gun out to show them through the window, like, don't with me, and they all went back in their car.
Yes, he came home after being attacked by 2 hillbilly crazy people in a truck
But you pistol whipped them over the top of his head.
because they attacked him. Okay. So what are you trying to do so for? Just like defend the hillbillies who got punched in the face with a gun?
Well, if they got pistol whipped with a gun, then they're victims.
His girlfriend heroically arrives at the scene. It's the 4th quarter. Icy Wyatt's down by quite a bit, but now his girlfriend is here to really help win the game for him. Except she's playing for the other team. She comes here and immediately confirms that Icy Whiny Wyatt was lying once again. Fucking weasel. She immediately validates the claims of the pistol whipping happening. She confirms that
my.
Wyatt did in fact hit them with his gun. Something that Wyatt is
She selected the wrong team.
denying having happened at all. She swooped in here and offered key evidence against her boyfriend Wyatt here. It was fucking poetic justice. She came in here and just told the truth, which is a real thorn in the side to Wyatt. Pistol whipping is no joke. That shit can be fatal. Like, that is very dangerous. But luckily for the victims of the assault here, Wyatt's got some wet noodles for arms. He's got the scrawniest little arms I've seen since Slender Man, so he wasn't able to generate enough force to, like, really hurt them, but it was enough to still cause a bit of damage to one of the victims, as I understand it. Now, his girlfriend does say that that truck was, like, speeding around them, so that's the attack she's referring to, I believe.
He's a victim of being attacked while driving. They were speeding in front of him. So you guys not aware of like the full story?
We heard that there was some kind of a road rage incident that started it. But
That's not really an attack, though. This isn't Twisted Metal. They didn't speed in front of him and start dropping spike trips and homing missiles out the back, firing fucking torpedoes at Wyatt and his vehicle. It sounds like it was an instance of them maybe cutting him off or speeding around him, and he took it personally and got really offended, and then went way
What an
way
idiot,
hog
dude.
wild with the whole thing, following them into that parking lot, getting reckless and crazy, hitting them with the gun, all that shit.
You can't take my phone.
Actually, by law, they are allowed to take his phone.
You can't take my phone. This is my possession, so now you're gonna be a thief? Now you're gonna be a thief.
You're under arrest. You're not allowed to have a phone, okay?
Wow.
Unfortunately, that was going too far for Wyatt. The good boy was about to go bad. He never envisioned a world without his phone in
imagine.
the palm of his hands. So when they took his phone, he was fucking flabbergasted. And now he's got a chip on his shoulder. He gets real unpleasant and even more obnoxious and annoying.
You don't see any problem with this. You don't see the problem that somebody with a bright pink car who is famous online gets with on the freeways all the time, and that's why I carry a gun. That is you said legal was in Florida.
It is legal in Florida to have a gun in your car. There's nothing
So
illegal
where
about
can
that.
you prove, show me the video proof where I hit him with a gun?
There is video proof of the reckless driving and nearly hitting people in the parking lot. And the victim who got pistol whipped showed the injuries. And his girlfriend also confirmed the pistol whipping. So I'd say there's a high level of confidence behind the pistol whipping being the real story. And Wyatt being full of shit, just a load of dirty barnacles. It's almost impossible not to laugh at Wyatt. In fact, after Wyatt got even more rowdy and rambunctious and insulting the officers, starting to kick them and shit, they started making fun of him too. They started calling him Joe Exotic. And when they were bringing him into the police station, they said, "Welcome, Tiger King." And that gave me a hearty giggle.
Tiger King.
I actually thought that was a pretty good one. Wyatt is just a fucking clown. So his statement here, he drives a bright pink SUV and people fuck with him all the time on the freeway because he's famous. So they recognize his car and mess with him while he's driving, which is why he carries a gun. How delusional do you have to be? He actually has a mental illness. He has main character syndrome. He believes that since he has a high number of followers on TikTok, everyone in the world knows him and everyone in the world is out to get
That's
him.
not true.
You know, try and get his attention. They're all vying for his attention and they'll do anything to get it.
Did you guys actually get in an accident? He's got a big ass, like, knot on the back of his head. No, but there are independent witnesses. So. I mean, not everybody knows who you are.
What?
This is where I think his delusion is actually kind of dangerous and scary. So he obviously can't tell the truth under any circumstances, I guess. Fucking Wonder Woman's lasso of truth would be useless against this guy. I don't know if he's ever been honest about anything ever. Like, all he does is lie. He's full-blown Pinocchio here. He doesn't have 58 million followers, you absolute goober. You have 1 million followers on TikTok, which is your only platform, really. Very odd thing to lie about, but then it gets into what I consider a very scary territory where he's talking about how people make shit up about him all the time because he's so famous. Everyone on TikTok and Instagram has seen his face before. The dude must be trapped in like a perpetual genjutsu, straight out of Naruto. He is in a paranoid delusion. Not everyone in the world knows who he is, and not everyone is out to get him. Holy shit.
I said you don't know that this guy knows who you are.
Oh, he showed it.
Oh, did he say something?
Somebody was swerving into my lane, brake checking me, wanting me to stop, wanting me to race my car, coming out the car. I know that's a fan.
One other thing that he's done multiple times throughout the conversation, and does many more throughout the conversations going forward, is he calls her baby girl. It's
What?
like making my skin crawl. It's so fucking cringe. He'll call her baby girl sometimes. It's really creepy.
Huh.
But I mean,
What?
clearly he is mentally unwell. Someone swerving into your lane is not a fan trying to get your attention. Holy shit.
Oh, true, bro.
Oh, okay. Nobody tased you, though. You didn't get tased. Okay, I am not gonna tase you. I'm just saying you didn't get tased. Because you just said so.
I actually think there's a good chance he's on drugs right now. He starts rambling about absolutely nothing, like tasing from out of nowhere. And then she's like, well, you didn't get tased and we're not gonna tase you. And then he took that like as a threat. So then he makes a threat back saying that if she tased him, he'd fuck her up and go to jail for the rest of his life. I don't think you could fuck up anyone. You would probably lose in a fight to an inflatable, wacky, arm-flailing poop man. You are not built for fighting. You would get your ass beat.
Oh,
you would
true.
get turned inside out. So I don't know why he's threatening physical violence against this woman. And I don't know how stupid you have to be to threaten physical violence against a police officer too. She was very, very patient with this guy because she just brushed it off and laughed at him. I guess because he is so pathetic, all you can really do is laugh at someone that's this embarrassing of a person. But goddamn, like he is so fucking dumb, it's unreal.
You're dumb, girl.
Am I?
You're real dumb. You might want to try modeling.
I definitely can't do that.
You definitely might want to try modeling. So you can just.
I definitely can't do that.
This is what I'm talking about when he just goes off on these weird fucking tangents saying that she needs to do Molly so she can shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I don't even think he's in the same dimension that the rest of the planet is in. He is all over the place. I really do think that the entire day he spent in, like, some kind of fucking meth-induced haze or some shit. He is actually just all over the place.
Why are you going?
Let me see you do it first then.
What?
You're not about to take $30,000, $40,000 worth of jewelry without me knowing exactly
And
where
I'm
it's
gonna
going.
write, come on now. I don't
You did this to me the whole entire time in the car.
So nice to you.
No,
Things really popped off when they told him that he can't really take the jewelry into jail with him,
like that.
so he put up a big fuss. He eventually started kicking the officers, and now he's facing a lot of charges. I think he goes to trial next month, so I'm really curious to see how that plays out, because for some reason...
This person
he
doesn't
seems to
know how
believe that
jail
he's in
works,
the right,
dude.
so he started threatening...
This guy is like a small child that has no idea how jail works. Like, what? Obviously, you can't carry your jewelry in prison, man. You don't need it there.
lawsuits against the officers after he was kicking them and shit. So, very goofy.
I think the officers have a valid case against him at this point, dude. A much more valid case than this random idiot.
Situation here. Very goofy guy. And I just had to talk about this. What an insufferable little asshole. So yeah, that's Icy Wyatt for you. Someone I'm sure none of you have ever heard of before and will most likely forget about very quickly. Because he's just a forgettable little worm of a person. That's really about it. So yeah.
Epic. Andrew I don't care. I don't care about that, dude. Shut up. Let's see. Wow. Don't care about my own YouTube channel. Oh. I just pressed don't recommend on my own YouTube. Nice. Oh, who's this? Nice. Oh, who's this? Oh, who's this? Yeah, I agree with what he says. Yep, 100%. Yeah, I agree with what he says. Yep, 100%. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I agree with what he says. Yep, 100%. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Now that's the best point right there in the video. I 100% agree with that. Now that's the best point right there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm saying, man. You agree? Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm saying, man. Wow. That's huge. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm saying, man. Wow. That's huge. Okay. Let's see. "12 hours of Swampletics OSRS content." Jeez. That's long. What can we watch? Hmm. What's this? Bruh. Okay. Tragedy of modern Halo. That might be way too long of a video, honestly. Maybe, perhaps. Games with empty worlds. I think that could be a good video chat. People. Yeah, let's watch that. Games with empty worlds. That sounds interesting.
5,560 square miles. That is the size of the map in the 2009 video game Fuel. 5,560 square miles. That is roughly the size of Connecticut, and much like Connecticut, the map of Fuel is basically nothing but empty space. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world similar to Mad Max, and this expansive, unnecessarily large map is really the only special part of the game. The driving is mediocre, the races against CPUs are completely rigged in your favor, and the graphics have that classic beige puke color palette of the late 2000s. Just like the map, the entire game is a large, bloated, barren wasteland. When it comes to game maps, there is almost always a wasteland, the places in between the action. The roads,
I actually
wilderness.
wanted to play No Man's Sky again recently. I downloaded it again. I haven't gotten around to playing it though.
Stuff that has to be there to
Along
look
with
like a
GTA
convincing
San Andreas.
world, but places where you don't
What's this
really
game?
have anything to do. Hallways in between the action. The issue with these is that they're kind of really boring. While games are art, the majority are also made for our entertainment, so each and every game with a consistent world has a big, large, gigantic wasteland problem. One of the simplest solutions has been around for a very long time. Pokemon is a game that almost entirely consists of connecting points, routes between cities and towns populating whatever region you're in. These games are really two slightly different games stitched together. The routes serve as obstacle courses, throwing trainer battles and random encounters in your way to strengthen and build your Pokemon team. Still, though, despite the life given into these routes, the real content of the game is in the cities and towns. The most iconic part of Pokemon games are the events and gym battles. Each and every city is full of people and quests and stories, even beauty contests that serve as entirely standalone minigames. Each and every location is a hotspot not just for life, but content. But to make all of this possible, to give tension and challenge to the gyms and rival battles and story events, the routes are necessary. Not just to connect these places, but to serve as the other transitionary part of an RPG game. Grinding for levels.
How you doing, man?
These two mechanics are almost always combined because it makes some intuitive sense. You don't get stronger.
I legit forgot you're a mod.
At the boss, you get stronger for the boss.
I was like, huh?
And both the journey and grind.
How's this guy a mod?
Make the payoff of beating a strong enemy feel more worth it. Like you had to put effort towards your goal.
For the guy
However,
who
not
spammed for me and please donate.
Shadow of the Colossus is a deeply empty game. The appeal of the game is, at first, the boss fights against these hulking, monstrous creatures, but you don't spend all of your time fighting. A lot of the time is spent doing this, riding through a desolate world. Even for an RPG, Shadow of the Colossus focuses heavily on the roleplay. The world is silent, as Wander and his horse Agro hunt down the Colossi to try and revive a girl named Mono. Between the battles, you need to ride to every location with nothing but a guiding light, having you travel through long stretches of silent meadows and meandering cliffsides. It's painfully barren. Any bit of content feels like an oasis, with the rest of the journey being nothing but you and your own thoughts. The game itself...
What you playing? I'm playing some Final Fantasy 14 in the background, while watching some videos. That's what I'm doing.
Feels self-reflective, asking why you're killing these massive creatures. At the start of the game, they feel terrifying, but as it goes on, it almost becomes tragic. They weren't really harming anything, and were the last signs of life left in this sweeping land, and you're the one exterminating them. The empty space in the journey, the time you spend writing, makes you think about all of this. There's almost nothing to distract or entertain you, using the world as a way to really put you in the position of Wander, the main character. You think the things he might be thinking, understand his desperation, his questioning, and even his decision to keep going, all to save this one girl. Most games, however, adopt the exact
Teleported to the wrong place.
As much as Shadow of the Colossus' decision was interesting, it's hardly fun. In fact, for all games revolving around adventure, there's one whole leg of the journey that's just as fun: the trip back. For the first playthrough of a game, the biggest appeal is that you don't know what's gonna happen, what you'll see, what you'll do, but the trip back is a guarantee. You know these places now, that won't change. So a lot of games focused squarely around fun have gone to great lengths to minimize the lengths you need to travel. The most classic examples are vehicles. Whether it's a car or a horse or a motorcycle with blades on the side of it, vehicles are the most natural way to travel
Dead
some
Rising
boring
2.
part of the map faster. It can even turn the landscape into a bit of a minigame. With higher speed comes higher risk, so the rocks and bumps and hills that would normally serve no danger become a new form of obstacle. My favorite example of this is in Just Cause 3. Just Cause 2's map was filled with tiny villages between the larger areas, holding collectibles and secrets to hold the player over on the way to bigger events. Just Cause 3 made the decision to abandon those tiny villages, instead having mid-sized towns be the smallest areas available. Still giving a lot of things to do compared to the paltry villages of the last game, but it meant that the distance between these places were now longer. Just Cause 3 solved this issue with the introduction of the wingsuit. While the previous game had the grappling hook and parachute, the combination of the two was pretty slow. The normally high-action gameplay was interrupted by a fun but leisurely way to travel, making cars most often the best way to get around. The wingsuit changes the entire chemistry of the Just Cause series. While the entire fun of the game before was blowing up everything in sight, sometimes I found the wingsuit more fun than the destruction itself. Suddenly, the landscape of Just Cause 3, this beautiful island, becomes an obstacle course that you get to define. While you can soar peacefully in the open air, I felt a draw towards getting as close to the ground as possible, weaving between trees and cars and buildings, risking everything for every little bit of adrenaline I could get. There were times where I'd just fly around with a grappling hook and wingsuit, ignoring any objectives and taking in this new dimension of travel laid out before me. It felt so freeing and dangerous and rewarding. I want to play Just Cause 3 while writing this. I like it way more than I should. Anyways, unfortunately, not every game can have a wingsuit.
I don't know, the game's kind of alright. I don't know. Just Cause 3 was alright. I did spend a lot of time on Just Cause 2 though. Like there's like a multiplayer mod for Just Cause 2. It was so good. It was actually amazing. I watched like many people play it on YouTube. It's pretty good. Pretty alright.
Or at least not all of them tried to. Even further, some are so vast or so focused on constant entertainment that not even vehicles cut the time spent traveling well enough. So eventually, game developers went, let's just have them teleport. Though to be honest with you, saying eventually is a little misleading. The first game to have fast travel was Dragon Quest, a game released in 1986. Being one of the earliest and most bare-bone RPGs, it had the same combination of leveling and empty space that the Pokemon games would later have. Understanding this even back then, Dragon Quest gave the players a spell, Return, which sent you directly back to the castle, no backtracking required. Pokemon would also give you this ability in the later parts of the games with the HM Fly, letting you travel to any city or town you've already visited. As time went on though, games integrated fast travel further and further into their very level design. The Borderlands 2 level, A Damn Fine Rescue, has you chasing desperately after a robot that kidnapped the leader of the Crimson Raiders, Roland.
Is it talking about
The design
Borderlands?
of Borderlands 2 was a lot like a spider web, with almost every major area connected to at least two others, forming one solid cohesive world to travel through. However, in the mission to save Roland, the game design is thrown straight out the window. After fighting your way through a camp and killing Blood Maw, you find your way into the Bloodshot Stronghold, diving headfirst into the heart of the enemy. This mission might be the longest action sequence in all of Borderlands 2, with waves of enemies meeting you in every single room and hallway of the stronghold. You face turrets and nomads and psychos and badasses, bruisers and marauders and mini-bosses, in close quarters and long quarters, and both at the same time. It's kind of difficult to actually die in the stronghold because every time you're downed, there's an enemy right next to you to revive yourself with. It's excessive in a fantastic way. After fighting through hordes of enemies though, you finally meet up with Roland, locked in a prison cell. But before you can free him, he's captured by a robot named Warden out of nowhere. With Roland being the enemy to a number of forces, Hyperion decides to double kidnap him, and suddenly this already excessive mission becomes a full-out war between the Bloodshots and the Hyperion robots, with you stuck in the middle of it. Fitting to the mission extending, you travel even further out to a brand new area, the Bloodshot Ramparts, an open war zone with Roland being pulled to the very, very back. The second entire half of this mission is somehow even more chaotic and action-packed than the first. The war seems brutal and equal at first, taking some of the fire off you, but the further you plunge into the ramparts, the clearer it is that Hyperion is winning the battle. By the end, it's only you against an entire army of robots, all culminating in the final boss of the mission, the Warden bot itself. In terms of the normal bosses in the game, you know, the ones that don't fly through the sky around you or something psychotic like that, Warden is among the more fun ones. It has a classic video game obvious weak spot, but it's not always possible to shoot. You're forced to deal with waves of Hyperion robots crashing into the ground around you, badass loaders, rockets, and other crazy shit happening to serve as a fun little cap to the already chaotic level. After managing to free Roland and kill Warden, he actually uses the ability you had in the first game if you played as him, a turret that can also heal you, and it's one of the only times you get to fight with an NPC in the game. All that's left is to clear out a final wave of robots, and the mission comes to a peaceful end. Now, Borderlands always had fast travel, and occasionally does make you or encourage you to use it, but the end of A Damn Fine Rescue doesn't even bother to offer you another option. To head back through both entire regions would be insane. Even Roland just teleports. Unlike the rest of the areas in the game, the Bloodshot Stronghold and Ramparts don't really serve another purpose, not even as connecting points. The only reason it was here was to throw enemies at you from dawn to dusk, and now that the enemies are gone, outside of some side missions, these areas are absolutely useless. Just teleport out, the game designers say, and honestly, I can't really argue with them. There are even games that don't just remove the trip back, but the trip there too. The Super Mario Galaxy games are a wonderful mix of 3D, 2D, and gravity-based platforming with some of the most atmospheric and interesting level design that the Mario series has ever had to offer. That being said, I've never been able to get the idea out of my head that most of the time we're really not playing one level. You play this mini level, then shoot to the next one, and once you're done with that, boom, next mini level. Sometimes the only thing connecting these worlds is some loose idea or mechanic, or just saying, it's the same level, deal with it. The level design in Super Mario Galaxy is a series of small challenges one after another, with a fancy fast travel between each and every one. Truthfully, this isn't an open world game at all, not that the video was only about that, but it's a regular linear Mario game. The only difference is that it has launch stars instead of pipes. Empty space is taken rather literally, with every level surrounded by the cold void of space, but even the spaces between the planets are nothing more than decorative. You don't spend time traveling it, you're shot directly where you need to be, and catch a nice view in the process. But seeing all of these approaches, Fuel made an interesting decision. Let's make all of it empty space. To describe Fuel as a video game is a little challenging. The game makes the hilarious decision to add a map in the bottom left corner as if you'll ever actually use the roads. Driving through the wilderness is just plain easy and is still the only sort of challenge the game can ever offer you. I watched the entire 2-hour-long video, a nerd-cubed road trip, and between responding to chatters or random tangents, the only thing he could ever really mention about the game is, wow, this game has a big map. This map is so big, the game map is massive. The only other times he mentioned the game were talking about the very obvious lazy glitches or reused assets. Some areas put the exact same model right next to each other, shuffling around the incredibly small asset pool 1,000 times over so we at least have things in the distance to look at. Nonsensical stone ruins and formations, broken windmills, and destroyed half-buried homes to use as ramps. The game can hardly render the vast landscape that is literally the only reason the game is still known, with foliage disappearing right in front of you, the distance being some vague blur of green or brown or black. As said before, the universe of Fuel is a post-apocalypse, and it's one of the most realistic ones I've ever seen. While Fallout calls its worlds wastelands, they're filled with quirky characters and technological remnants, laser beams and communities and factions and life. The stories are huge in stakes and scale, deeply political in its commentary, and varied in every corner of the map. If the bombs didn't drop in the Fallout universe, we wouldn't have Fallout games. For Fuel, though, it might have been a more fun and interesting experience if society was still around. It's the true definition of a wasteland. It's just nothing for miles and miles and miles. There are no special bits of content you get to, no fanfare or rewards or anything to make the journey worth it. It is just nothing. And this isn't some clever turnaround like, ooh, it's secretly brilliant. No, this game sucks. It's so bad, but I still kinda love it because my brain is a pile of mush. It's not a game I'd ever subject myself to, but I'm happy that
zero
it
content
at least
in game.
exists, that the idea
Bunch
was
of
thought of
hills.
and tried and executed as it was. And while I don't think Fuel was anything close to a masterpiece, it isn't the only game fascinated by empty worlds. A game called The Long Drive released in 2019 to surprising critical acclaim. The goal of the game is to drive, and I truly mean just to drive. You're given a massive set of controls as well as detailed access to nearly every part of your car, making you balance each of the intricate details on your journey to... well, there isn't actually a destination in The Long Drive. The best words to describe this game are survival and exploration, but it doesn't really feel like that. Your goal is truly just to drive, with no actual endpoint in mind. The landscape around you is procedurally generated. Most times when a game uses procedural generation, it comes with the idea of having content around you at all times. Survival games love it, since the environment isn't just a set piece, it's the materials that you use to succeed and build in the game. Minecraft is the most famous example, but games like Astroneer and No Man's Sky and Terraria all use it to turn their expansive worlds into reality. The whole genre of roguelites depend entirely on procedural generation to make every single run unique, promising that you will never play the same game of Spelunky or Hades or Enter the Gungeon. These games use this tool to give the player endless, infinite content, but The Long Drive uses it for another purpose, to give the player endless, infinite nothing. There are things to be found, structures that have tools and gas and oil, but not always. You can drive on a stretch of nothing for a deeply uncomfortable amount of time. There's no guarantee you'll be provided with what you need. The only guarantee the game has for you is a near endless desert. There's a YouTube channel named How Big Is the Map, a channel that both calculates and travels through as many video game maps as they can. The time it takes can vary anywhere from minutes to hours, but the standout content are the ones that need to be split into parts. By parts, I mean hours-long parts. 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, traveling through one single video game world in real time.
Who has this much time? Just go through one map and then just record it. Who has this much time?
The series I'm most fascinated with, however, is a game you might not expect, Kerbal Space Program. What Kerbal Space
That's
Program
such a good
is
game.
most known for is its extremely difficult rocket building system, requiring a deep knowledge of the game's mechanics and, rockets. Otherwise, all your work falls apart the instant you launch, or even before then. However, for whatever reason, you can ignore the entire point of the game and just kinda walk around. This is the quest that How Big Is the Map started, to walk across just half of the game's starting planet. Part 1 of the series is entirely on a plane of ice. Across the video, the only difference visible at any point is what position the sun is in. In fact, Part 2 is the exact same way, and so is most of Part 3. However, 22 and a half hours into the journey, we finally get something new, a mountain peak in the distance. Over the final 4 hours in Part 3, the mountain grows from a couple of pixels in the distance to a few more pixels. After about 4 more hours, we finally see how all the peaks connect, and slowly but surely, by Part 7 of the series, we finally reach the foot of the hills, 29 hours after seeing the peak. The total length of the
29
series so
hours?
far, from the start to reaching this hill, is 57 and a half hours long. And the fun thing is, the series is unfinished. In fact, it's not even close. With the speed of the Kerbal and the size of the planet, the estimated time to travel just half of it is somewhere around 873 hours. A new part in the series sadly hasn't been uploaded for 10 months, and yet one day I'm sure that at least someone will travel the entire thing. Because
You'll never get to know how
reason,
big a planet is in Kerbal Space Program. I really wanted to know, man.
Feel a need to explore even these empty worlds. People have gotten to the edge of the Long Drive, the point where the roads stop generating entirely. Multiple videos traverse the entire map of Fuel, getting to the edge of Minecraft, of Daggerfall, these painfully long journeys, knowing there's nothing at the end to make it all worth it. It can't just be curiosity. We know there's nothing waiting for us, and yet we're pulled along by something to see every inch of these empty worlds. In most games, these roads are small, as short as they can be, letting the player get to what they really want, where they need to go. But for some games, whether on accident or on purpose, they become the roads, things you travel for the sake of traveling. But to me, the thing that draws people into the Size of Fuel's map is the same thing as every other game. For some people, the only thing it takes is the knowledge that somehow, somewhere, there is an end to find. And so, they will, no matter what it takes. Thank you, and have a nice day.
That was the whole video.
If
Nice.
you enjoyed the video and want to see more of my stuff in the future, please subscribe to this channel. If you want to support me even
Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Subscribed on the main, but not on the second. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see. Or react or actually playing video game. What shall we do? What shall we do? Let's see. Let's... I've already been live for an hour. I've just been watching videos for like an hour. That's crazy. What shall we do? I've already been playing this for like an hour, so I mean I've already been making progress here. Play fork knife, fountain. Fork knife, more like fountain. Okay, we can play fountain. Yeah, we can play fountain. Let's play fountain, chat. You know, like yesterday, Fortnite actually had some server problems, and I was like the only person on the game. It's so funny. I was the only person online. Anyway, that's enough of reaction Andy moment. Reaction Andy and Andy. Reaction Andrew content. Nice. Can I please exit the game? Please. I set up stream while that is happening. Fountain. Ban. And game name Fortnite. Am I the only one? Most likely. I don't care about viewer count though. Why should I? Why should I care about this number? We need to change the title of the kick. I already changed it on YouTube. Okay. Edit stream tools, please. Edit the stream tools. Yes, please. Here we go. It's time. I might hit up Memers just to see if he's up. Bro. All right. The people are back. Let me hit up Memer just to see if he's up for some Fortnite content farming. Let us see. Yo. Wanna play Fountain. Nice. Here we go, boys. Got Optimus Prime now. I don't. I don't have Optimus Prime. Not yet. You know what? I'll play this public game while we get some people in. I gotta put this up on screen though, so no one asks me, "Hey man, what's your username, man? What is your username? Please tell me your username, man." No, it's on the screen. Read it. Read it, my brother. Read it. You can read, right? I'm Richard and I'm sitting in a corner. My name is Richard and I'm sitting in a corner. Wait, one of my friends sent a meme of that. Hold up. Where is it? Here it is, here it is.
My name is Richard and I'm sitting in the corner. Sitting in the corner, playing my recorder.
Nice. My name is Richard and I'm sitting in a corner. Don't I have Fork Knife downloaded? Nice. Welcome to the pit free for all. Just to make this even harder, I'm gonna play with random loadouts because I feel like it. That song is mad annoying though. That's such a terrible loadout. Oh my god. That is the worst loadout I think I've ever gotten in game. That is the worst loadout ever. That was so close, chat. Perfect song for this occasion. Song that Cypher PK always uses. Nice. Get out! Come on, man! Really? 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 Balls. Should have stopped playing this game 2 years ago. God damn. Alright, other one. Go again. Go again. Go again. I don't think I have a, like that command. This man wants to be my friend. Oh god, makeshift. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. I can link you my TikTok though. We're trying to reach 500. Trying to reach 500 follows. Please follow right now. I have a gun to your head, and you need to follow. In Fortnite. Please. You promised my son. Free Robux. Thanks. You're welcome. What are you thanking me for, man? Yeah! I join your server? Yeah, sure. Or add what? Or add. Oh, right, yeah. Welcome, man. What, you mean Discord server? Hey, yo. Oh, I'm getting murdered by 5 people. Hi, how you doing? Ah. GG. How am I alive? How am I alive, man? I bet these kids are like screaming in voice chat right now. Oh my god, I think he's hacking, guys. Oh man. All right. Who's this? Sure. Okay. I'll just accept everybody. I can't join your game. That's fine. I will return to the lobby. Yes. Let's go murder people together in a public lobby. That's such a good idea. It's in the item shop. Okay. Paper plane. It gives me do not talk about that. Okay. Okay, here we go, boys. I don't think Memer has woke up yet. It's 2:41 p.m. 2 p.m. for me. He hasn't woken up. Oh well. He will. Wow. Oh, bam. Alright, let's go. I'm ready. Is the game really making us wait for one more person? Okay. Can I escape the map? No, can't escape it. It's possible to go up on these signs though. Hop up here and up here. No. Nice. Okay. Here we go. There's a random loadout. Oh, here it is. Let's get it. Get the random loadout. Actually not bad. Actually not bad. I mean, makeshift revolver and recycler is pretty bad, but striker pump and scar is pretty alright. Not worse. It's not terrible. Oh my god, man. Fine. Every single death I'm gonna reset my loadout. Every death I'm gonna do new loadout. Oh my god. Who's shooting? That shotgun was terrible. Okay. Give me another one. Oh, not the same shotgun. I'm doing another one. Come on. Not bad. Not bad. Just straight ass. I mean, Hey, buddy. How are ya? How you doing? Oh my god. Shove a pencil up your ass. I mean, GG, man. Good fight. That was very fair, man. This is the most fair 1v1 I've ever had in my life. Oh god, this one. You serious, bro? On you Fortnite play. I keep getting third-partied, bro. Legit. Guess what? Enable build resets. Have fun, idiots. This is the worst loadout yet. This is terrible. And I decided to drop down with this. Who are you, bro? Who's this man? Oh, a viewer. I didn't ask anything. Oh. Gotta go sweat. Gotta go sweat. This is definitely an F and C, yes. Go. Yeah, sweat your ass off. Quick. Quick. Edit it out. Edit it out. Edit. Bro. Having a seizure for no reason? Imagine. Like the game of Fortnite. Let's have a seizure on your keyboard simulator. Jump shotgun is so easy though. What I got randomly, so. Mr. Bombastic, very fantastic. Bro. Let's sit down. There's the random loadout. Okay, let's get another one. Combat shotgun. Not bad. Not bad. Everything else is bad though. Local clown behavior. Nice. 2v1. 3v1. Never mind. How to get 3v1. Not bad. Not bad. Really? GG, bro. Wait. Get out of here. Steal my kill again, please. Please steal my kill. The pit is basically just third-party simulator. I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, that's the entirety of Fortnite. See some guy in a fight, just go third-party and you'll get both kills, guaranteed. Bro. Nice. Not me. That was not me. I haven't met a single person who has their shockwaves in the 5th slot. Staircase. Oh. GG. One more loadout. Another death, another loadout. Go again. Makeshift. Gonna puke. It's so bad. It's such a bad. If anyone dies to this. I guess so. This shotgun is so bad. No one could get a kill with that, bro. Oh no. Primal shotgun. MK7. Okay, it's not that bad. Low. I'll spare that guy. That man. That person. Bye? Okay. Goodbye.
Get clipped. Get clipped. Get clipped.
Oh, actually an alright loadout. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad. Bad loadout.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Oh wow! Let's shoot there for no reason, dude.
Combat pistol? You. Disgusting. I just dropped. Nice. Gee. I've not seen this gun in game for so long. It's like, it's been like, it's been several years. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 entire years there. OG AR. Not been in game for like ever. It was never in the game. Like, wow. What is this? Hey, yo. Nice. Hey, buddy, I thought we were buddies. Buddy. Oh, man, that could have been such a good clip. That could have been a real good clip there. The guy's just falling down and I just kill him. Could have been real good. Balls. Oh my god. Nice. Enable build resets. Enable that. To make everyone angry. Mid loadout. Bro, Maven. Where's shotgun? So bad. I'd rather use the charge. I'd rather use the charge shotgun. A bad gun. Bro. Okay, nice. No. Oh no. Huge. Huge moment. Good they took this gun out of the game. I could go SMG only this entire round. At this point, get out of here. I really pickaxed him. He's gonna be so angry after that one. Gotta be so angry. That man. I've been marked. Person definitely has it out for me. No, not like this, buddy. I'm out of here. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm angry. Not you, man. This other man who I just pickaxed. I pickaxed some dude. And he died. Let's see. Oh, tactical. And a ranger. I could go from ranger to... I could go ranger, tactical AR, and then ranger. Immediately. Oh wow! My idol is Booga. Look at me, I'm so special. I play Fortnite. Exactly. Play Fortnite. That's where it stops. Why you SMG? No SMG. I got it randomly, so not my fault. Watch him just start healing. Get out of here. Booga's very upset at you, man. Booga is extremely upset. Gotta prove Booga right. Oh yeah, he is gonna prove Booga right by completely being a jackass on Fortnite and using an SMG. Proof Booga right, man. Not you. The other guy is very angry at me. What a GG game. Look who's back. Bro. Imagine. I'm gonna go down one last time and then I'm gonna probably end stream because I wanna eat some food. I might return later, but... I mean, hey, builds are resetting, so I might as well leave right now. I'll go live later again today, probably. Most likely. It'll be pretty epic. Cool. I'm gonna end stream. Oh, what's up? Considering your opponents in the last match, how is their over much higher than me? How's their shooting skill? Much higher than me. Much higher. Yes. So difficult. I had such a hard time playing the game. Oh, man. Anyway, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back later. Pretty cool.